All right, Sketchbook Heroes, here we go with our next drawing. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go, Sketchbook Heroes and Sketchbook Warriors. Our next drawing is, we just finished this one. Our next drawing is, dun, 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 dun. Oh, here, real quick. This will be really quick. This is form, okay? So this is starting to get three-dimensional form. So the form is really important to practice. First is shape and learning to see shapes. Then the next challenge is learning to see form. This form isn't that accurate. They're just having fun with it, but form is really important. This is kind of like a cylinder that's been squashed. So here, the top of a cylinder is an ellipse with another ellipse, and it's not accurate. I mean, you can see them, it's just like scribbled in, but they have an idea of form, right? So there's another circle. You can see that other ellipse. And then this would kind of like be a combination of, if they were straight, it'd be a cylinder, like a can. And it's also a sphere because it's kind of like a circle here. Then we got this face and these interesting leaves. Amo los mañaneros, which means I love morning people. And I don't know what that is, but it's some kind of drink. It looks like. All right, and then you can see, oh, the height and the width. Let's see, the height and the width. Let's use a square. The height and the width is the same. It's a square. So it has the same height and same width. We're always looking at ratios, which is the height and the width. So I'm sure, actually, I'm just eyeballing it, but I'm sure this is, as I've put my square in here, perfect square, it's going to be really close to a perfect square, especially if I move it over. Very close, very similar. So if you do get this as a perfect square right in there, you can see that's right about there. Right about there. It's actually probably a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller. If we bring this up right in there, you can see that width and how it fits in there. Oh, right there. So that's our square. And if we look at the half of that, that's where the mouth is. If we break that into halves, that also helps. Seeing the parts in the whole. See that half part right in there. That's where that mouth was. Yeah, right in there. All right, let's do this. And then you can see here, ooh, these shapes. This, if I can see this as one big shape, this helps too. See the big shapes, even all these small shapes, I can make this into one big kind of like trapezoid shape there. And then this is another shape. And then here we have an angle, that angle. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's put this in the chat and let's draw this out. This one's going to be really quick. So let's do this, screenshot it, and get it out real quick. All right, and we'll just do this one really quick. This is going to be faster. Then we've got on tap, what do we got next? We got something else next. Oh, yeah, that one. We've got that one. We'll do that one right now. All right, let's jump into this. Here we go. All right, so it's just some kind of drink. What's really cool is it's a shape, it's a form. So let's get that form going. I can get my square. That kind of gets me started because that's where my drink is going to be. See, let's make this pretty big. I can already know, and I can see that actually this is the straw. It's going to be the one that's going to be a challenge to get it to fit. So it's going to be right about there at that angle. But the whole face thing is a square, kind of like right in here. I need to bring it down. Oh yeah, and we also need our leaves that kind of go here, and it's like a trapezoid shape. This is more of an angle, so you can fix that. This is an angle here, trying to see that shape there. Yes. Hey, Josh, thank you for joining us.
I was late.
What happened? You were asleep.
Well, I was making my cereal pot.
Yeah. All right. Okay, here we go. So we've got our shape here. We got our shapes. Oh, your cereal.
I got it for Christmas.
Oh, nice. Lucky you. All right. Here we go. So I've got my square where that space is going to be, and it's more like an oval. I can kind of put those shapes together. There's like an oval shape, and then an oval shape on top of that. That's going to be our the top of this drink. Let's see. Oh, here we go. All right, so there we go. This is the area of that face, and it's really simple. It's a really simple cartoon. I should probably even do it with a marker. Just really just like, let's just, That straw is going to be a challenge. Let's do it anyways. Here we go. So we've got the straw. Let's just start off with the straw because it's up on top. And there's two angles to it. So I like the angle that I have right now. So it's going to be this angle here. And then it curves right at the end. Curves slightly. And then there's a curve here. Actually, it turns. This is a curve. This is straight. And then, yeah, it kind of curves, but there's stuff in the drink. But try and get those two shapes. That's on top. There we go. There's our straw. I'm going to get the outside and then the inside of this oval shape. I kind of have it sketched in there. Now I'm just going to go in there and clean it. A nice little clean marker. This is just and the oval shapes, the biggest thing with oval shapes, I always get students, and this doesn't matter. I mean, they kind of to make hot dogs, that's a thing they always happens. They make hot dog shapes, or they make footballs, or the like that with these ovals. So be careful not to do that. Kind of always have it kind of like turning, even though this is not perfectly oval in the original drawing. That's why I'm doing it not, you see, I'm not doing it perfectly, a perfect oval. But just letting you know. There it is. Kind of like in the picture. The picture is not, picture's really like a raw, fun picture. All right, here we go. Let's get the rest of this. Let's zoom in and get this face in there. And there is overlapping. Let's see, there is that leaf that overlaps. There's that leaf overlaps here. Overlaps, is it? Yeah. There's two leaves that overlap. There's this one that's over here. There's one there. And then there's another one right at the bottom, kind of like right in here. Right in there, kind of, and then comes back. Those two leaves. And then there's two more here. But let's get that out of the way. And then I see my oval shape. Now this is what's a challenge with this is because it's symmetrical. If you want to do a axis line right down the middle, that helps. And then if you try to see this form here, this scribbling it in, scribble shape, that kind of helps. Because then you just bring this in from the top, bring it in, and then just kind of add onto it, kind of connecting onto that shape to get that form. And this is rounded. This is rounded. Actually straightens out here. And then I would probably curve the bottom. Now, if I were to do contour shapes, contour lines, there would be a contour line here. These contour lines would kind of like echo through this whole shape. If this was like a coil pot, it would kind of like go around like that and come all the way down to the bottom. And it would curve down to the bottom like that. And actually, it would curve bigger. It would open up more because of perspective and your point of view. But we don't have to get that technical. But it's good to know as you as you want to get technical later, get a little bit of a taste of those little technicalities and making your drawings a little more plus your drawings just a little bit more. Give it that plus. Always trying to improve. There we go. That's it. So I have all those. Oh, the center is where the mouth is. The mouth. It's just I'm just gonna put it in right in the middle. That's the middle of this whole shape. And then it just comes down and up. And then down and up. Right in there. That banana shaped mouth with the tongue in it. One loop and then another loop. There it is. I'm not explaining this. You'll see this a lot. So just practice. We're just having fun with this. Doesn't have to be perfect. That's the thing. This is just like a cartoon here. Even the original they just did it for fun. But they had an understanding of color, the shading of it and everything's pretty cool. Let's get these eyelashes in there. There's 2, 4, and 5. 5 eyelashes. Like SpongeBob, 3, 4, 5. 5 on the other side too. I'm trying to get the spacing right. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 4, 5. Yeah, I kind of see them in parts. That simple face. And then all the bubbly inside. There's kind of like bubbly, or I don't know what it is, kind of stuff inside. Again, these are pictures you submit. So submit pictures that you'd like to draw. We'll draw. Right now, we're still on the weekly schedule. We might go to 1 a month or twice a month. I'm going to cut down some of the Sketchbook Hero days here. We'll still be posting weekly on our YouTube channel. So you can go there. But we'll be drawing once or twice a month. We're going to cut it down because I really want to work on that course. Just trying to get that time together to work on that drawing course. All right. So the straw does have a little bit of shading, and there's shading here and there. But let's just focus on these leaves. There's little curves onto them. So the thing with leaves is really getting the flow. A lot of times it's this circle and triangle shape. That circle and triangle shape, and then just put a little bit of a push to it to bend that kind of shape like that. Getting that bend. That's what's happening. This bend. So you have the circle and a triangle, and then just bend or push, a little bit of a push. Sometimes there's an S curve, and I can see that S curve down there. And this is actually what's happening here on this one. Let me pencil it in. There's kind of like a circle shape here. Circle shape, and then it curves out like a red hot chili pepper right in there like that. Hey, red hot chili peppers is going to be at the Yamaba, I think. And I saw that advertised there when I was there seeing Heart yesterday. All right, there we go. There's that shape. I'm not, again, there's a center line for it right in there. This one has a center line as well, but it's curving. And yeah, I'm not really focused too much on the accuracy too much. Just getting it in there. There we go. This one is really interesting. This one has like, I don't know, all kinds of stuff happening to it. I'll put a center line, and it has like the veins. They try to put the veins on here. Interesting cartoon. Yeah, you got to find what you like to draw, because drawing's challenging, can be challenging. And if you're drawing what you like, that makes it a little bit more. That's the fun and the fundamentals. But we're still looking for shapes, form, because that's everywhere. But if you find it what you like somebody liked this drawing, so hey, let's draw it. All right, cool, let's draw it. It's not might be your cup of tea or your cup of whatever it is. But you got to find, that's the thing, you got to find your why. Why are you drawing? Because yep, it'll get you through the hard stuff. The why, a strong enough why will get you through the what and the how. So that's what it is. Knowledge and skills, the what and the how. Everything, no matter where you're working at, it all boils down to knowledge and skills. A product or service, knowledge and skills. Yep. All right, here we go. This has an S curve. I'll do the center line first. I'm going to do this one a little bit different. I'm just going to do that center line, and then that leaf part goes up, down, like an S shape, and then it's got the bottom part down and then up. It's this leaf that's like hanging there. And then it's got these center lines. Out, out, and out, and out. 3 on each side. That's it. Unless you want to color it. It does have a little bit of colored form. I think it should have stuck out a little bit more. I kind of, I don't know, I pulled it in a little bit, but that's okay. It's not exactly, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It doesn't have to be. It's not as accurate as I'd like. But again, I'm a perfectionist. All right. Here we go.